Okay, Susie in Montana. Hey, Susie. How do you manage the hands-on logistics of shipping with the hours required to master email marketing and automation, Facebook ads, video editing, Google ads, SEO, etc.? Do you outsource a virtual assistant? Okay, that's a great question. I'll do a separate video on this one, but I'm going to answer it real quick. I'll do a kind of a rapid fire. So first of all, you need to determine what your time is worth. And if you haven't run the finances right, if you don't have the accounting all like just really nailed down and zeroed in with an accountant, right, with someone to advise you who really knows not only accounting and finance, but they know your industry, right? They know your type of business, and they have other clients that are like you, and they're really good, and people can refer them and endorse them, and you know that they're really great. So that's you have to have someone that's advising you and then figure out what your time is worth, right? Like, how much are you actually worth in your business? That's important. Do that. Another way to think about it, though, is only spend your time on activities that make you money, right? Or spend more of your time on the activities that make you money. Because I realize if you're a small operation, or if it's just like you and if you're a husband and wife team, or it's just one of you, or maybe there's three of you, if you're a small business, yeah, you have to do it all, right? It's all on you. So the fastest way to get out of that, or to kind of remove yourself or progress your business forward, is to spend more of your time on the activities that actually make you money, which is marketing, right? The way to make more money, the quickest way to make more money is to increase your prices, or I would do both, because I can guarantee that maybe only 1 out of 100 of you are actually selling at a high enough price point. Okay, most of you are selling lower than Whole Foods prices, and there's absolutely no reason. You are a premium product, like you're a specialty product. You're a local farmer, rancher selling grass-fed beef, like raised on your area, like your local farm. No, you're a specialty premium product, and you are a much more of a premium and a specialty than Whole Foods beef, than Whole Foods grass-fed beef. Okay, so your price should reflect that. And if it doesn't, and if you're afraid to raise your prices because you lose customers, if you're selling to the wrong people, you probably will lose customers. But there's two things that you can do. Even if you are selling to the right people, the way that you raise your prices is by sending out an email and communicating with them and letting them know, like, just being straight up, right? Like, we've loved serving you. We love raising our family on the farm. We love this lifestyle. We care so much about the land and the animals. We're so grateful to have you as a customer, and we so value our relationship. And looking to the future, and to guarantee that we can stay in business, right? And to guarantee that we actually, before I would say that, I would say, because you want to focus on their needs and their benefits, so that we can, continue to increase the value and the benefit that we have to offer you as our valued friend and customer. We're expanding operations, or we're improving and optimizing our operations. And along with that, we need to, in order to do that, to better, provide this value and to the value to your family, we are increasing our prices. And the price increase will be reflected here this coming month, right? And then you just have a dialogue, like open that up to communications. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to learn about some of the stuff that we're doing, or why, want to talk further about, I wouldn't say let's talk more about price, but if you want to talk about, some of the stuff that we're doing this year on the farm to kind of improve our operations and strengthen our business and our family so that we can better serve you, like reach out, reply in this email, and then have that conversation with them, right? So to make more money, the way that you make more money is you increase your prices, you sell more, you get your best customers to buy more frequently from you, to buy in increasingly larger quantities, and to buy at larger prices. That's how you make more money right away with the people that you already sell to, okay? And I've already talked about a few different times, if you want to find new customers, go partner with a business who already has the people that you are trying to target, and partner with them on a marketing campaign or a marketing promotion. So spend more time on the activities that make you money and less time on the ones that don't, right? So, and maybe, like I said, that means 15 minutes a day instead of scrolling through your timeline and liking all of the people that follow you, like liking their images on Instagram. Instead of doing that, which it doesn't do anything for you, does not build your business, instead of doing that, it's getting really dark. Instead of doing that, then spend time on your Facebook, on creating a Facebook ad, right? Or optimizing, testing new Facebook ads, writing headlines for your emails, right? Because a better headline, improve your headline. This is one great way to a small change, right? Improve your headlines and you increase your open rates of your emails. You increase your open rates, you increase the number of people who will see the body text of the email, who will click on the link and buy your products. Okay, it's the small things. Increase, like optimize and get a better call to action on your buttons or your actual promotions, right? Maybe like buy my beef is not a very good call to action. But maybe, let's see, like join our beef buying club this month only, or in the next 24 hours only, like, put some urgency on there, set a time limit, incentivize them in some way to take action, and that could dramatically increase the number of people or the percentage of people who click through and actually purchase from you, or take, enact the behavior that you desire them to do. So spend more of your time, even if it's just 15 minutes a day, just do it consistently, and soon you'll be making more money, and then you hire people, right? Then you hire people to do the menial work, right? It's really tough with farming because, first of all, I think a lot of the men, we like the menial work. We like the labor. I, for one, I would way rather go do, hard physical labor every day than sit in front of a computer. And yet I find myself 8 to 10 hours a day in front of a computer or on a phone. And it's not what I want to be doing. I would way rather be working with my hands and being out, getting dirty and getting sweaty and having calluses ripped off and falling in ditches, and it's just a lot more fun. It's just I honestly, if I didn't have a wife and if I didn't fully realize my responsibilities and have fully embraced, voluntarily embraced willingly those responsibilities of providing for my family, I'd probably just work myself to death. I'd probably go be a lumberjack or be like a commercial fisherman, or I've got a buddy who he is a lumberjack. He has his own timber company in Connecticut, and that's probably what I'd be doing, and going on caribou hunts and spending three months in the field, and maybe starting a trapping business, which I had in the past. That's how I provided for our family when we were first married. I had a trapping business, and so those are So for men especially, it's really difficult because we like the menial labor. But stuff like shipping and all that stuff, there's a few different ways that you can spend less of your time on those things. You can go find other people who are already doing that work, right? Another beef producer, another farmer, another company who already boxes up stuff and ships it, and pay them to do it, right? You don't need to pay them an hourly wage. Pay them by box. That's what we did. We found a fulfillment company that would do all of our deliveries for us. They would box it up and deliver. Ended up being way cheaper than doing it ourselves. How else? Well, I would optimize the things that already make you money. Get better at making money first, right? Get better at sales first. Get better at marketing first, and then eliminate the things that you don't want to be doing. So as far as Facebook ads and video editing and all that stuff, I'm going to assume this is not just for Susie, this is for everybody. So if you're a small business, maybe a family ranch or beef company, and there's just a couple of you, you should not be editing videos. And this is man, and I know the people who talk about this stuff. I know Seth Godin personally. I know Gary Vaynerchuk personally. I've known Gary since 2009. And this is not what they talk about, but they're not talking to you, right? They're talking in general to a large audience, right? In general, they're giving general advice. So you need to take their general advice and be able to apply it to you individually, to your business and your circumstance, okay? The advice that they would give you generally is that this is only the stuff that you should be spending your time on, is content creation, video editing, because you have to, quote unquote, market in the year that you live in. And that is true, absolutely. But before you have the luxury of putting all of your time into learning how to edit your videos, into learning Photoshop, into learning filmmaking and content creation and design and all this stuff, before you can do any of that, let me turn this up, you got to make money. You have to get better at marketing, right? You have to use what you have for marketing and go make money. So go find people. On Instagram, there's no shortage of people who have phenomenal videos and photos that you can ask, hey, can I use this? And they'll say yes. I've never, like, I'm terrible at that stuff. And when I mean, we have photographers and videographers now that do this stuff for us, but we didn't at first. It's not how we got started. We started with an iPhone 4 is what I had, which was terrible at taking photos. And so we couldn't use the photos because they were so bad. And I did not, it made no sense financially to spend all my time learning how to be good at all of this stuff when it's all stuff that I didn't think I would enjoy photography and making videos and editing and all that stuff. And B, I would just pay people in the future to do all of that because it's become a commodity. You can go find college interns that will work for free. Go find people from the Rhode Island School of Design that will work for free, right? Because they will. There are people out, there's so many. You just have to go talk to them, go ask, invite people, put out an intern page like a jobs listing page on your thing, and then go market that and go talk to the marketing department at like the Rhode Island School of Design, for example. Or here we would go to BYU and talk with their marketing department, one of their professors there, or one of the admins, and hey, what's the job board that we can post this on? Or I'd like to find an intern here for a semester to work on video editing, or to come film videos and then edit them for me to use on my social media. What's the process? How do I post this? And they all have online stuff that you can submit your intern opening to, and that way find someone to do the work for you. So yes, before you worry about figuring out all this stuff, learn marketing. And don't, like Facebook advertising, don't figure it out on your own. Go find people who are already doing it, who know what to do, who have proven that they know how to do it, and then learn in minutes or hours what it's taken them weeks or maybe even years to learn, right? You want to compress the time. Like that's the whole point of finding people who are further than you on the path, or maybe who are just have an expertise or a skill set that you do not have but that you value. Well, you don't need to go through all the grunt work and all the years of effort and figuring it out like they did. Just take the shortcut, compress the time.